I know how this goes. Okay, I know it's something like yellow. That's it. Incrambo show tabletopum fali poo poo boom. It doesn't even do anything. It just says resurrection scroll. Maybe something else will work. I've got this. Come on, fate. Sorry. O gods of healing and resurrection, Hayot, hear my prayers. Why is tabletop time not coming back to life?
Tabletop time is not dead. It has lived inside all along.
Inside me? All along? It's tabletop time! Again, over 4 years ago, I put this channel on a hiatus. Because at the time, my life was really busy and hectic, and my life is still really busy. It's probably even more busy and hectic, but I've been really missing this and my hobbies. In fact, my desire to indulge in them has not subsided, it has been growing. So tabletop time is back, and I want to cover 3 things. 1, Cogent. 2, tabletop time. 3, little something small I want to add into the mix. Let's start off with Cogent. About 6 months ago, I started playing a couple of sessions with my brother Shad from Shadiversity and a few new friends. And after such a long gap, we actually hadn't played it since the channel hiatus video I put up on this channel, it was so clear to us with fresh eyes that Cogent Roleplay, the system we created together, is amazing. On tabletop time, we've done medieval fantasy, steampunk in feudal Japan, an underwater city sci-fi thriller, historical fiction of warship battles, several battle royale style fights to the death, zombie apocalypse at PAX. And speaking of PAX, I think one of the greatest memories I have of the flexibility and power of Cogent was actually the last night of PAX when we played. There was about a dozen people. We had 2 hours to burn or less, and we just thought, hell, let's play a game of Cogent. And we all were superheroes. It was so easy to jump into. It was so fun to tell a communal story. I think it's fair to say after all of that, that Cogent Roleplay itself has really been put through its paces and stood the test. And coming back to it with fresh eyes made it really clear that that's the case. So in the last 5 months, my friends Matt and Lockie have been helping develop Cogent Roleplay into a website and app with a fresh new look. I present to you Cogent Roleplay Alpha 1.2. We decided to get this thing out there early just as the core rulebook with a really robust search system and the cheat sheets there, the downloads are there for character sheets and all that stuff. You can check it out right now at cogentroleplay.com and it's free. But now that we're really opening it up and ready to move on to seeing how far we can take the roleplay system, we're opening it up more to the community and really closely listening. So much so that we've opened a Discord server. Already over 1,000 members thanks to Shad's plug on his recent video revealing our excitement about Cogent Roleplay. So go to the Discord server, please join in and get involved whether you want to learn the system or meet people you want to play with or suggest fixes and improvements to the website or app or game system itself, so that over time and with our efforts combined, we can make Cogent Roleplay the future of tabletop gaming. Tabletop time is back. I'm going to be putting content out in a month or 2. I'm just putting this video out there to let you know that it's back. I still have a bit of preparation to do, so please bear with me. And on Tabletop time, we're going to host some large epic campaigns like we did in the good old days, and we're also going to do one-shots, but I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time because I want to use the one-shots as a chance to show off how robust and flexible Cogent Roleplay is, and how much more capable it is than every other roleplay system out there to enable you to be anyone or do anything. So to really show this off and also to hopefully tap into a little bit of like SEO, like searchability to bring more attention to tabletop and Cogent Roleplay, I want to host games in Middle Earth or Hogwarts, Jumanji, Star Wars, one-shots in properties and worlds that people already know and love. I really feel like this is going to be an approach that's going to bring attention to tabletop role-playing and how simple and easy and fun it can be, because let's face it, there are a lot of people who like the idea of Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder or any other number of tabletop role-playing games who see a rule book and the numbers and the maths and sort of stop right there or turn around or wait for someone else to make it easy for them. On top of that, I want to build a thriving community with you. I want to use the Cogent Roleplay website and app and Tabletop Time to spotlight members of the community who play Cogent Roleplay, whether in games or reviews or spotlight videos or streams, one-shots or epic campaigns. Now this could be really big if we all really work together. And I've seen this firsthand in the course of the last 4.5 years of building my main YouTube channel to over 5 million subscribers. I've seen the power of community. I've benefited from myself, of course, with people getting involved in supporting my content, and in doing that return, I've seen so many small channels grow or explode. And I've seen dozens of people turn it into their full-time job simply because of how we can support each other. So seeing that and knowing how much I love this and want to do this has really made me realize I have to try and see how far I can take this with you. And I really think now's the time. Last but not least, I mentioned adding something small into the mix. Anyone who's come over from my main channel knows exactly what this is about. I have become obsessed with mini painting. I started painting Warhammer when I was a teenager, and I sold my Warhammer Blood Angels collection when I was 21 because I was broke and I needed that 600 bucks, which I spent a lot more than 600 bucks on my models and paints and all the time and passion. Oh, it hurt so much, but it was a sacrifice I made because I really wanted to make my career path work, which was YouTube. And now that I've done that and I'm a successful professional YouTuber, I've started to dabble back into my hobby again, and my God, I missed it. I think it's fair to say in the 6 months that I've gotten back into this, my obsession has exploded. I mean, just this year, I've repainted a Space Marine into my mural on my door. I've purchased more minis than I could hope to paint in a lifetime, and purchased more mini painting tools and paints than I could ever hope to use in a lifetime. I've purchased the coolest commercial 3D resin printer to make minis with, and made my own minis with Puppets War, and painted a mad-ass diorama with my own minis based on an artwork I made years ago. And then with Puppets War, I made my own miniature head and a squad with them. And then I put together and painted that mini-me and made a diorama of myself living in a castle of creativity. And then I put those minis together that I put together with Puppets War into a minis box that I sold to people so I could get everyone to start painting minis. And I still feel like I'm holding back, and I need a place to enjoy my hobby. Now, it won't be to the same scale as my main channel, but I do a lot of this in my spare time, and I have projects I've really enjoyed, and I've been taking photos of the progress of, and I think with a mix of some of the photos and progress I take, as well as a little bit of footage and talk to camera, I'm hoping I might be able to really find some cool ways to keep my hobby a spare time thing that I do for me without it turning too much into work, but also share something with you that I've found a lot of joy and fun in. So I think with all of that said, it's pretty obvious at this point that with me bringing Tabletop Time back, I'm not just bringing it back, I really want to bring it back bigger and better than ever before. And I'm in a better place to do that, but also I have bigger plans than I have the capacity to fulfill alone, which is where I'm asking for your help. So I've started a Patreon for Tabletop Time, and this money is not going into lining my pockets or buying my minis. I mean, I'm buying the minis with my own money because I would have been buying them with my own money anyway. The money from the Patreon is really going to be going to editing and eventually upscaling so I could do more. Now, obviously, if Patreon doesn't really bring much in, it will just help pay for some of the editing because I've already got this whole production workflow for my main channel and my vlog channel, and Tabletop Time on top of that is too much just to fit into that. In fact, the money isn't even going to equipment, because one of the exciting pieces of news is I'm partnering with Black Magic in relaunching Tabletop Time. They are donating a huge amount of incredible equipment so that when I start creating content again, it's going to be amazing, which means that your contributions aren't really going to equipment either. It's going straight to content. So whether you want to become a patron, and there are some cool perks in there that I encourage you to go check out, the link's in the description, or you can get some merch. Got some merch going. I'll get more going later. Look at this little baggie for your little dice and your little baggie for you play your game and like roll your dice with your bag. Critical hit. So go check out those links. And if you believe in the potential of Tabletop Time, or if you want to support some of the content I want to make, or some of the ambitions I have for the future of this channel and potentially this community and tabletop gaming, please consider supporting. I'd be incredibly grateful. But most importantly, please stick around. Subscribe and lend your enthusiasm and attention and passion to what I believe is going to be a really fun renaissance of geekdom. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later. Now we play the waiting game. Oh, not the different waiting game. Not 4 years. Maybe like 4 weeks.